Welcome to Farewell to Legends. I'm Anthony. Today we take a moment to say goodbye to those unforgettable souls who gave so much to the world. Their passion, hard work, and presence touched countless lives. Though they are no longer with us, their legacy remains, living on through memories that time can never take away. Allan Svensson was born on the 16th of February, 1951 in Brännkyrka parish, Sweden. He developed a passion for performance early in life and went on to build a long career across television, film, and theater, becoming a familiar face in Swedish entertainment. Breakthrough role and popularity. He became widely recognized for his role as Gustav Svensson in the beloved sitcom Svensson, Svensson. His portrayal of an ordinary, relatable family man brought warmth and humor to the screen, helping the series become a cultural favorite and earning him lasting popularity with audiences. Work behind the scenes beyond acting, Svensson also contributed to the creative side of the industry. He founded the production company Ridofall AB, where he supported storytelling and production work. His career reflected both artistic versatility and a grounded professional approach that earned him respect among peers. Personal life and legacy. He was married to Maria Sjögren from 1975 to 1981, and they had a son, Daniel van den Tempel. Allan Svensson passed away in Stockholm at the age of 73. His exact cause of death was not publicly disclosed. He is remembered for his humor, authenticity, and lasting impact on Swedish screen culture. Anna Orsini was a young and promising journalist whose career in broadcast news left a strong impression despite its short span. She passed away at the age of 28 due to a sudden brain aneurysm, a rare medical condition that can occur without warning. Born in Denver, Colorado, Orsini developed an early interest in storytelling and communication, which guided her academic path into journalism. She initially studied at the University of Arizona before transferring to Texas A&M University, where she graduated in 2018 with a degree in journalism, along with minors in communications and sports management. Her professional career began the same year in Lubbock, Texas, where she quickly established herself as a dedicated and capable reporter. She later moved to Medford, Oregon, where she gained recognition for her coverage of major wildfire events and for her human-centered reporting, including uplifting stories about community support efforts such as helping shelter animals find homes. In June 2023, she joined KOLD-TV as a morning news anchor. Her on-air presence was known for its warmth, clarity, and authenticity, which quickly made her a trusted figure among local viewers in Tucson. Her sudden passing deeply affected colleagues and audiences who had followed her growing career. Anna Orsini is remembered for her professionalism, compassion, and the genuine connection she built with the communities she reported on, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both talent and dedication to journalism. Catherine O'Hara, born March 4, 1954, remains one of the most celebrated comedic talents of her generation. At 71, she continues to be recognized for a career defined by sharp wit, emotional depth, and a rare ability to make characters both outrageous and deeply human. From sketch comedy to cult classics, O'Hara first made a strong mark on audiences through the sketch series SCTV, where her versatility and improvisational skill stood out. She later became widely known for memorable film roles, including her unforgettable turn in Beetlejuice, where her eccentric performance helped define the film's unique tone. Her role as Kate McAllister in Home Alone further cemented her place in pop culture history, a career reinvented for a new generation. In later years, O'Hara experienced a major resurgence with her acclaimed performance as Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek. The role introduced her talent to a new generation and earned widespread praise for its bold humor and emotional nuance. Her creative partnership with longtime collaborator Eugene Levy remained a key part of her career journey. A legacy of warmth and craft off-screen, she is known for her humor, humility, and devotion to her family, including her husband Bo Welch and their children. Catherine O'Hara's legacy continues to grow through the characters she has created and the joy she brings to audiences. Her work stands as a reminder of how comedy can be both fearless and full of heart. Dylan Carter stepped onto the stage of The Voice with a calm, humble presence that quickly shifted once he began to sing. During his blind audition, he shared how much it would mean if Reba McEntire turned her chair. What followed was a rare moment on the show. All four coaches turned, recognizing the emotion and control in his voice, creating an instant connection that felt larger than the competition itself. A personal story. For Dylan, music carried a deeply personal weight shaped by his upbringing in South Carolina and a quieter life before the spotlight. He spoke openly about his late mother, whose belief in him stayed with him throughout his journey. Singing a song tied to her memory, he performed with raw emotion, turning the audition into something heartfelt rather than purely competitive. A journey of growth. His path on the show reflected persistence after earlier setbacks and repeated attempts to audition. Choosing to join Reba McEntire's team, Dylan embraced the opportunity to grow as an artist and performer. Even though his time in the competition was not long, each performance showed steady development and a strong emotional core. A lasting impression. Dylan Carter's story continues to resonate because of its honesty and emotional clarity. His performances stood out not just for vocal ability, but for the sincerity behind them. He is remembered as an artist who turned personal experience into music that connected deeply with both coaches and audiences. Ken Peplowski, born in 1959, was a highly respected American jazz clarinetist and saxophonist, known for his warm tone, lyrical style, and expressive musical voice. Over the course of his career, he became recognized as one of the standout interpreters of traditional and modern jazz, admired for both technical skill and emotional depth. Musical style and influence. Peplowski's playing was often described as deeply melodic and personal, with a focus on storytelling through sound. Whether performing standards or more contemporary pieces, he had a way of making each note feel intentional and alive. His work helped bridge classic jazz traditions with newer interpretations, allowing his music to reach both longtime jazz enthusiasts and newer audiences. Leadership in the jazz community. Beyond performance, he played an important role in shaping jazz culture in the United States. He served as music director for the Oregon Coast Jazz Party in Newport and later contributed as music director for the Oregon Festival of American Music in Eugene. In these roles, he helped curate performances that highlighted the richness and diversity of American jazz and supported collaboration among musicians. Personality and artistic spirit. Those who worked with Peplowski often spoke of his curiosity and openness to different musical styles. He was known for engaging easily in conversation, not only about jazz, but also about broader musical influences, reflecting a wide appreciation for creative expression. This openness made him a valued collaborator and a supportive presence in musical communities. Legacy in music. Ken Peplowski's influence continues through his recordings, performances, and the musicians he inspired. His contributions to jazz are remembered for their warmth, elegance, and sincerity. While his passing marks a loss to the music world, his artistic voice remains present in the body of work he left behind, continuing to resonate with listeners and fellow musicians alike. Catherine Zeta-Jones grew up in Swansea, Wales, in a household where life was shaped more by discipline and hard work than comfort or luxury. Her father worked in a bakery and her mother managed the home with careful attention to every detail, creating a stable but modest environment. From a very young age, Catherine showed an unusual energy and expressiveness that set her apart. She danced in living rooms, sang without hesitation, and treated every small space like a stage. Her family quickly recognized that her passion was not a passing phase, but something deeply rooted in her personality. When financial circumstances improved through an unexpected windfall, her parents chose to invest in her talent through training and education. That decision became the foundation of her future, transforming raw enthusiasm into structured discipline and giving her the first real path toward a life in performance. Discipline, training, and the loss of childhood simplicity. As Catherine entered formal training, her childhood gradually shifted into a life governed by schedules, rehearsals, and expectations. By the time she was still very young, she was already performing in local productions and then moving quickly into larger stages in London. Opportunities came early, but they required sacrifices that most children her age never experienced. Schooling became secondary to rehearsals, and free time was replaced with vocal coaching, dance practice, and stage preparation. While she did not express regret, the pace of her development meant that her adolescence unfolded under constant pressure to improve and succeed. Each performance carried the expectation of perfection, and each opportunity became a test of whether she could keep up with demands far beyond her age. This environment shaped her into someone disciplined and focused, but it also removed the slow, uncomplicated rhythm of a typical childhood. Early career struggles and uncertain beginnings. When Catherine Zeta-Jones began transitioning into film, the experience was far less glamorous than the success she would later achieve. Her early projects did not receive strong critical or commercial responses, and she faced the harsh reality of an industry that quickly judges new talent. One of her first film appearances struggled significantly at the box office, leaving her at a professional crossroads. Instead of immediate recognition, she encountered rejection, doubt, and the unsettling realization that talent alone was not enough. Returning to television work in the United Kingdom helped her rebuild confidence and visibility, allowing her to refine her screen presence and emotional range. These years were marked by persistence rather than fame, and they taught her how to continue working even when success was not guaranteed. This period became essential in shaping her resilience and long-term artistic identity. Transition to Hollywood and rising pressure. Catherine's move into Hollywood introduced her to an entirely different level of competition and expectation. Despite having experience in European productions, she was often viewed as just another foreign actress trying to break into a saturated industry. Early Hollywood roles did not immediately elevate her status, and she frequently found herself navigating auditions where she had to prove her worth repeatedly. The uncertainty created emotional strain as success seemed close but not fully attainable. During this phase, she balanced hope with frustration, continuing to accept roles that kept her career moving while waiting for a breakthrough opportunity. Behind the scenes, she studied intensively, improved her craft, and prepared for a moment that would allow her to fully express her potential. This stage of her life demonstrated patience and endurance, qualities that would later define her most successful performances, breakthrough and the demands of stardom. Catherine Zeta-Jones's breakthrough came when she was cast in a major international film that showcased her strength, elegance, and screen presence. The role transformed her career almost overnight, turning her into a global figure recognized for both talent and charisma. However, this success came with intense demands. She underwent extensive physical and performance training, including choreography, combat preparation, and language refinement, to meet the expectations of the role. The process was physically exhausting and mentally demanding, requiring long hours of repetition and precision. Injuries, fatigue, and pressure became part of the routine, but she remained committed to delivering authenticity in every scene. The film's global success elevated her to a new level of fame, where admiration and scrutiny increased simultaneously. She had achieved recognition, but it came with the realization that visibility in Hollywood often brings both opportunity and relentless pressure. Fame, public image, and emotional complexity. As her career expanded, Catherine Zeta-Jones became a recognizable figure in international media, where her image was often idealized and heavily publicized. She was frequently presented as a symbol of elegance and success, yet the reality behind that image was far more complex. Maintaining a public persona required constant awareness, as every appearance, interview, and performance contributed to an evolving narrative shaped by media interpretation. While she experienced admiration from audiences, she also faced the emotional weight of being constantly observed. This level of visibility made privacy difficult and created a sense of separation between her public identity and personal life. Over time, she learned how to manage this duality, balancing professional expectations with private boundaries. The experience taught her that fame is not only about recognition, but also about navigating the emotional consequences of being continuously seen and evaluated. Personal relationships and emotional lessons. Before her most widely known relationship, Catherine Zeta-Jones experienced personal connections that helped shape her understanding of emotional boundaries and self-identity. One early relationship introduced her to the complexities of emotional dependence and control, where affection gradually became intertwined with restriction. This experience led her to reflect on the importance of maintaining individuality within relationships. Another engagement ended before marriage, leaving her with a deeper awareness of how quickly expectations can change. These experiences were not defined by public attention at the time, but they contributed significantly to her emotional maturity. She learned to recognize the difference between connection and compromise, and between support and limitation. These lessons became important later in life, influencing how she approached love, trust, and long-term partnership with greater caution and clarity. Marriage, family life, and public scrutiny. Catherine Zeta-Jones's marriage to Michael Douglas placed her in the center of one of Hollywood's most visible relationships. While the union was rooted in mutual admiration and shared experience in the film industry, it also came with intense public attention. The age difference between them was frequently discussed in media coverage, often overshadowing the personal reality of their relationship. Together, they built a family and chose to raise their children in environments that offered as much privacy as possible, including time spent away from Hollywood's constant visibility. Despite their efforts, public scrutiny remained a constant presence, adding pressure to both their professional and personal lives. Over time, they experienced periods of separation and reconciliation, reflecting the natural challenges of long-term relationships under public observation. Their marriage ultimately evolved into a partnership shaped by resilience, adaptation, and continued commitment. Health challenges and personal resilience. In later years, Catherine Zeta-Jones faced significant challenges related to mental health, including a diagnosis that required ongoing management and treatment. Rather than hiding her condition, she eventually chose to speak openly about it, contributing to broader public understanding of mental health struggles. This decision marked an important shift in her public identity, moving from silence to advocacy. At the same time, her family also faced serious health concerns, including medical treatments and recovery periods that required emotional strength and unity. These experiences tested her resilience in deeply personal ways as she balanced caregiving, professional responsibilities, and her own well-being. Despite these challenges, she continued to work selectively while prioritizing stability and recovery. Her approach to health became more structured and mindful, focusing on long-term balance rather than short-term performance demands. Career evolution and selective reinvention. As Catherine Zeta-Jones matured in her career, she moved away from constant visibility and instead embraced more selective artistic choices. Rather than pursuing every opportunity, she began focusing on roles that aligned with her personal values and creative interests. This shift allowed her to maintain artistic relevance without the pressure of continuous public exposure. She also explored work behind the scenes, including production involvement and carefully chosen performances in television and stage projects. This phase of her career reflected a deeper understanding of sustainability in the entertainment industry. Instead of chasing momentum, she prioritized meaning, balance, and longevity. Her presence in the industry became less about frequency and more about impact, demonstrating that long-term success often depends on intentional decisions rather than constant output. A life defined by balance, legacy, and continuity. Today, Catherine Zeta-Jones represents a form of artistic longevity shaped by experience, discipline, and adaptation. Her life reflects a journey that includes early ambition, global recognition, personal challenges, and gradual stabilization. Rather than being defined solely by fame, her legacy includes resilience through change and the ability to evolve with time. She continues to balance professional work with family life, maintaining a presence in the entertainment industry while prioritizing well-being and stability. Her story illustrates how success is not a single moment, but a continuous process of adjustment and growth. Through decades of change, she has maintained her identity while learning to adapt to new phases of life. Ultimately, her journey reflects a steady transformation from rising talent to experienced artist, shaped by both achievement and endurance.